Iger here with the Bulwark tutorial. Welcome everyone and let's get right into it. So I think that this is the single most important thing about piloting Bulwark as good as possible in the battlefield, guys. So this Bulwark is a very tanky robot. It has two massive shields, Aegis shield and physical shield that is separated into two pieces. Now, there are a couple things you need to know about its shielding. So Aegis shield is a special type of shield that blocks every type of damage. This can be good and also bad at the same time, because any type of weapon can deplete it so fast. And physical shield, it has physical shield separated into two parts, and it is only activated when you deactivate the Aegis shield. And while your physical shield is active, your Aegis shield gets regenerated. It might sound a bit complex for those that don't know about this robot, but you'll be familiar with it as long as you start using it. So shieldings are what make this robot so special, so let's talk about the ways to manage them so you get most out of this robot. So when you first spawn, you get your Aegis shield activated, and that's how you should keep it in the first place, most of the times. But there are also times where you should walk with your Aegis shield deactivated, and that is because you don't exactly know what weapons all your enemies are running. So you should dictate based on the situation, based on the circumstances, because the Aegis shield really gets depleted so fast, especially if you're attacked by two or more enemies. So Aegis shield, this robot in general is very strong against plasma weapons, and so is Aegis shield. So if you face opponents with plasma weapons like Tyrann, Redeemer, Flux, Shock Train, Scourge, Pulsar, Shredder, you name it, you gotta have your Aegis shield activated. And the most important tip out of these ones is that whenever your shield gets depleted, your Aegis shield, immediately press the ability button so your Aegis shield can get regenerated. Don't let your Aegis shield stay depleted. So I talked about the most important thing about this robot's shielding and how to manage its shields. Now, in order to give you a few extra tips, and if you haven't this robot, so you can get a picture in your mind to how this thing works. So as any other energy shield, Aegis shield gets also depleted very quick by kinetic weapons like Avenger, Storm, Gust, etc. So if you face such enemies that are running those weapons, deactivate your shield and keep your distance. Now this was the first one. Second one I'm gonna say is about stealth bots. You might get tricked by the feeling of that this robot gives you, and you might wanna attack all the time every type of enemy, but you should be very careful of stealth bots, especially bots like Mercury and Pursuer, because if they get close to you and if they have very damaging weapons like Gust, Mercury with Avenger Gust, or Halo, they can kill you very fast when they get close, and you can't do anything about it. So try to keep the distance from these types of enemies, and equip it with damaging weapon like Avenger or Viper. I will also say a couple things about lockdown and suppression, two important effects in the war robots. So there are 3 suppression robots. The Raker's suppression beam can be effectively blocked by both Aegis shield and the physical shield. Invader's suppression jump cannot be blocked by any type of defense, and the blitz shotgun suppression beam is effectively blocked by the Aegis shield, but the physical shield might not block it all the time. The lockdown weapons also, Pulsar, Shredder, cannot bypass the Aegis shield, so their effect cannot bypass the Aegis shield, and physical shield can also block it, but not all the time due to their bullet spread. And beware of Halo, Corona and Glory, because these weapons deplete your shieldings very fast. So these were my tips, and one major tip about piloting the Bulwark as good as possible. I hope you enjoyed it, and see you all in the next video.